You're just all drenched. You're trying to talk with your lash to the bottom of your nose.
I've always had this thing where I want to be in a video game, and with movies like this and some of the others that have coming out, it's like, what if part of my life was a video game? Is there a project that you've done in the past, whether it's a music video you've done or a film and TV project, that you think would make a fun video game?
I think the independent women video kind of looked like a video game. That was fun. That could have been a cool little video game.
I was just rewatching some of your stuff. So even the Survivor video was like getting through the jungle, you know, and yeah.
Survivor's definitely Commander, my record Commander that I did with David Guetta could definitely be a video game.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. Could be a video game. Yeah.
I feel like someone needs to get on top of this. I would play all those games.
Oh, guys. Especially with the superhero costume I had on.
Exactly.
In the red version, the black version. Yeah, totally. Commander.
What video game is it that you would love to spend a day kind of in getting to play?
I would say a couple of years ago, I would say 2K, but I don't really play 2K that much now. I would say Call of Duty. I play a lot of Call of Duty to be able to, you come back, respawn. You know what I mean? I feel like that'd be a really crazy experience.
Totally agree. I think for me, it would be a shoot it up, bang, bang game.
If there was a highlight reel of your career and there was a moment from this movie that you want to look back on when you're older, whether it's, a certain scene or even something that happened behind the scenes, what would make it on that highlight reel?
The highlight reel would have to be when we did all the scenes out in the rain. That was incredible because we were being rained on. We were being rained on. You're just all drenched. You're trying to talk with your lash to the bottom of your nose, is like making sure your lines are right. Like my whole environment changed. You know what I mean? So, and this, I'm still very new at this and I'm still learning, but it was definitely a challenge because it's still like staying focused to know the lines, how to deliver them. Is your voice loud while you're outside? I'm like, yes, it's loud. So you're screaming, but not too loud because it's, you know what I mean? It's so many things that were noted, and that one will definitely make the highlight reel.
Rome spoke about this scene where the world will see us in a post-game interview. I don't know if everything made the cut.
Yeah.
But what we found together in that scene, perhaps what myself and Kelly and Marsai found in a kitchen scene where we're equally having fun, those two would make the highlight reel for me. Nothing on the field, because I think I've lived those moments enough. I think maybe running out on the field was really interesting, but the moment of hanging out with these actors, pulling off, bringing these characters to life, that would be it for me.
For me, we'll be running out of the tunnel with the team behind me. We did that scene a lot of times, but I know when they put all the fans out there, it's gonna look crazy. When I watch it, it's gonna look like I was there for real. So that's probably one of the. I was there. You're right. No, I was there, but I mean the fans weren't there. They CGI'd a lot of fans in there. But man, that was incredible. Multiple scenes with me and Omari. Then a highlight reel.
I love the concept in this that obviously with sports, but also the acting industry, it's always changing. So you always have new young people coming in or people starting their career at different ages. I'm curious, what's something you learned from Marsai, because she feels like such, at her young age, just so wise beyond her years.
She is, I look at Marsai and she has this, it's nothing I can't do mentality, you know what I mean? And of course that comes from her parents, but it's just her superpower. I think that was going to be her gift before she even got here. You know what I mean? Yeah, I just look at her and it's just like, you do everything, it's nothing you can't do. So it's beautiful to watch.
What's something that you learned from each other making this movie that you think would help you?
Rome has an immediacy to him. He has enough of a patience. But I tend to suffer perhaps from being cool with the last shall finish first adage or thought. And I think what I've learned being around Rome is there's an immediacy of like, now, why not now? And if I look back at my career when I was Rome's age, with a similar bag of talent, and obviously we look alike, I think the now thing. You know, Rome says I'm underrated, and I've heard so many people say that, and I'm like, maybe a lot of that is my BS of hiding too much, and I think I've learned from him to unapologetically come one, come all. I'm here.
Yeah.
Working on that.
I learned a lot from O, working with him on set. He is unapologetically him in a way where he's kind of like a magnetic guy to be around. You know, he has his music, he has his things that he does regardless where he is. And I just respect that. You know, a lot of times actors get in positions where they have to minimize themselves and be smaller and be, well, I'm not gonna do my normal thing because I'm working opposite of this person. Or, you know, Omari is one of those guys, he really takes up the room. And while we're filming, very adamant about being personable with everybody. And that's something that I try to do too, but he does the same thing. He knows everyone's names, which makes you feel like we in this together. And that is a key to creating a safe environment for other actors, but also people behind the camera to feel like they're really a part of what's going on, you know, as opposed to just being like whoever's running camera A or camera B, you know, their actual names, and implementing that and creating a relationship, you know, where it really shows on screen. It makes people want to be good at what they're doing as opposed to just doing it for a check. So, you know, I respect O for that, man. He brings people together. He brought everybody together for this film.
Let's get that rating up.
Yeah, I'm so gifted, prolific.
What is the secret?
Playing a lot of Madden.
Pick it up a notch.
Fantasy Football, original movie streaming November 25th.